The last form of an equation that we're going to take a look at is called standard form. And that's when you have an x and y on the same side of the equal sign and your constant on the other. Now with standard form, the easiest way to graph is by using intercepts. Because when you substitute 0 for x and y, the work for solving is pretty minimal, unlike the other two when you're solving for, especially an x-intercept. So the process is the same. Let me remind you why this is our process. I'm going to make a little sketch over here again. So here's our coordinate plane, and we've got a line. All lines cross the x and the y-axis. So when the line crosses the x-axis, we have an x-intercept, and our y value is 0 on the x-axis. And then where our graph crosses the y-axis, our x value is 0 on the y-axis. So to solve for our intercepts, if you like the table, start by substituting 0 for x, solving for y. So substituting 0 in, that whole term cancels. So we're left with 5y equals 10. So when we divide both sides by 5, we get y equals 2. Repeat the process for x. So substituting 0 for y, solving for x. So my 5 times 0 cancels. I'm left with 2x equals 10. Dividing both sides by 2, I get x equals 5. Make sure that you write these as ordered pairs so that you can see more easily how to graph them, which is our last step. So graphing my y-intercept, 0, 2. Graphing my x-intercept, 5, 0. And then drawing our line through our 2 points. My calibration isn't spectacular, so that's why it's off quite a bit. Hopefully your line looks a little bit prettier than mine. We're just going to practice that process a couple more times. So this time we're given a different equation. Same process, set up your table. Substitute 0 for x into our equation. Solve for y. Negative 3 times 0 cancels. So we're left with 4y equals 6. So when we divide both sides by 4, simplifying 6/4, we get 3 halves, or turning it into a mixed number so that we can graph it. 2 goes into 3 one whole time with 1 left over, and 2 remains our denominator. So there's our ordered pair. We're going to repeat the process solving for x. So substituting 0 for y this time. 4 times 0 cancels, so we get negative 3x equals 6. Dividing both sides by negative 3, we get negative 2 for our x-intercept. And then we just plot those points. So negative 2, 0 is my x-intercept. 1.5, or 0, 1.5 is my y-intercept. And let's see if I can figure out this calibration to get them a little bit better. There is our line. Don't forget to put arrows on the ends of your line. One more. This time we're given the x and the y-intercept. So what I want you to do is write the intercepts as ordered pairs. The x-intercept is negative 6, and the y-intercept is 2. So make sure that you are putting that value in the correct coordinate when you write your ordered pairs. The x-intercept has a y value of 0, x value of negative 6. The y-intercept has an x value of 0, y value of 2. And then once we have our ordered pairs, we plot them. So negative 6, 0, and 0, 2. Arrows on the ends of our lines. Here is your U-try problem.